Coming through with the strength in you. Dun 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 dun. Coming through with the strength in you. Hey boo. Hey, coming through with the strength in you. What it do, what it do. Coming through with the strength in you. You made it. Good job. Strength in you. Coming through. Strength in you. Coming through. Hey boo.
Hey, boo. Good morning. Happy Monday. We made it through the weekend. That's my crowd screaming. Let me get my queen in on the scene. Hey, girl.
Hey, how are you?
Woo. I'm good. How you feeling, Sugarfoot?
I'm good, good.
Love to see the smile. Yes, come through like the Nubian queen. I see you, girl. Okay, okay. Give it to him.
On the beauty, baby.
Right? Beauty and courage come through. Let's get our king in, though. Let's bring the king in on the team.
Oh man! Woo! Well, it feels good to be back, and thank you for everybody who's like concerned and sent out love. I'm in a better place now. I'm at a hospital, obviously, so I'm doing good.
Yeah.
What's up, Queens? I'm so happy to be back.
Man, our brother is back. That's amazing. You got your smile, you got the energy, you looking all bright and glowy.
Yeah, baby.
I'm telling you, like changing your diet and stop smoking.
You see, hey, I don't like that.
No, I have. I know I did that, but
Uh-huh.
um, I guess for those who don't know, I like smoking weed, and I was smoking weed a lot. And this is the honesty, and I'm being real with y'all. So it's not beneficial to our health and our recovery if we continue to smoke all the time, and especially being so young in my recovery, right? Like
Mhm.
obviously I'm young, but I'm only a year and a half in, so really shouldn't be testing the waters, right?
Right.
So I cut out everything, and like I feel great. I feel great. I woke up this morning, I got everything done, did my exercise. I feel good.
I've learned that, my guy. Somebody agreeing with you, sir.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
what's
just
up.
Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
homie.
What it do, boo? No, but that's dope that you realize that you was doing too much and you taking a step back and you self-reflecting and you doing what's necessary. So no more self-sabotage. Good
Mm-hmm.
job, baby. Good job. How about you, Trini? You had any epiphanies over the weekend?
yeah, I failed.
Oh, okay, that ain't but
Are you
okay.
okay though?
Are you? Yeah, are you good?
Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
What happened? How did you fall? Like, was it a lapse in judgment, or like what happened?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I think it has something to do with my ankle. The ankle joint.
It just gave
Mhm.
Yeah,
up.
It probably
yeah,
rolled.
Yeah.
it's real swollen. So I don't know what happened. I feel, but the
Well, stay
mindset.
off of it and like put ice on it for sure. Like try to take care of it.
I just
Yeah.
want to know one thing. Did you hit your head or anything? Like, did you brace yourself
See,
good?
that's the problem.
What?
I don't know, and so I have a bruise on my arm. I'm very sore. Um, I did have a headache. I still have one, but
When
it's like
was
right
this?
now. Right now, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. I
And how
feel
long has it been, honey? Because you
Yeah,
probably actually should go to the emergency room just
and
because.
get checked out at the very least.
mm,
Because if you're
it's
not
a
sure what you hit and what you
yeah.
did, like you are having headaches, those are signs that your body is experiencing some trauma. So you might want to go look into that.
That's the same thing my sister said. She said, "Well, you might have to go to that place you don't want to go, the ER." And I was
Mhm.
like, I didn't block it.
Man, we really as a community, we really have to like let go of that stigma. Like, I know the ER isn't the
Mhm.
best place, but I did a lot of thinking last week. I had time, obviously, to think, and that phobia I had. Good word. I've been killing words. Oh, um, that
Ooh,
phobia I had and that fear of like going to the hospital and like obviously something's wrong if you're going to the hospital. So just get that out of your head. Just go get checked out. Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. And that almost is right into our show, which accountability is a responsibility. And you're taking accountability for your health. We can't, unfortunately, we are at a higher risk of having something happen to us again. So you got to make sure. I know, like as Wisdom said, none of us like the ER because that's the place where we was experiencing all the trauma that we now endure every day. But we have to remember those doctors are there for our benefit, and we have to advocate for ourselves. And you have to listen to your body. And right now, your body is talking to you, telling you, "Girl, I'm hurt. I'm bruised up. Help us out." So you got to go help us out and let them check you out. Even if you don't go to the ER, y'all should have an urgent care. They're
Yeah.
not the same. So just go to the urgent care because they'll do it faster. And I know you don't want to be in that long. So just hit the urgent care. Make
Hmm.
sure you're good, baby. Because we
That's a really good point. The urgent care versus the ER. If you feel like it was a minor fall or like something that's not gonna like I don't know too at the same time because if I did go to the hospital, I went because I had a bump in my ankle, and I had no idea why I was falling. When they did the MRI and the CAT scan, that's when they found out, oh, like you have a lot more going on than what was originally diagnosed. So I only went in for an ankle and found out a lot about my brain. So
yeah.
you never know.
We love you, girl. That's why we own you. So all of the SNU family get in these comments and get on courage and tell her to go.
Yeah, you don't want to
Well,
play with that. You don't want to play with that.
at first, the mindset. I've really been like just emotional. Like my brain haven't rested in like 2 days, so I'm kind of
I would just
just
it
stuff.
took honestly it took my mom to kind of force me to go this last time because I was like, I'll be fine, I'll be
Yeah.
fine,
Mm.
and really I wasn't. So just go get checked out. The only reason we're gonna is because we love you and we care about you. That's all.
I would
We're not
say
getting on you for no other reason but that.
absolutely. And I would say because you're emotional is more the reason why you should go. And just meditate, get your good music going, get your good vibes, and speak those words, those the affirmations of what this is for my health. I'm strong. This is courageous. Like all these things is what this does. You know what I'm saying? And it's strengthening you. So, honey love, matter of fact, I'm about to tell you to get up off the show and go to the doctor because your health is more important, to be honest. But if
Yeah.
I want you to do what you feel is necessary. But I will really
Well,
tell
I
you
felt like
get your
that.
ass up off the show and go to the ER.
At first, I wasn't gonna come in. I wasn't gonna come in. I was just gonna go and give me an X-ray of my
Yeah.
ankle. But then I was like,
But you like that, Trina? I don't know if it's
if I stop, wait a minute,
Everybody
it's
froze.
oh,
I'm
Joy,
good.
you stop. Hey, I'm good.
okay.
Mm-mm.
This weather is doing
You
something to at least my reception. I don't know about everybody else's reception, but I want to
It's yours.
apologize. First,
I'm perfectly fine here in Florida.
it's you, Joy. Don't be sending them bad vibes over here to my internet.
That bad juju.
Yeah.
oh my
Oh,
God! Well, I
she's
heard you saying you're perfectly fine, and Trina was saying it's just you.
yeah. Like you're like
Oh
domo
my God!
arigato, Mister Roboto.
You
Domo,
work, you
domo.
working.
Oh,
Everybody should go get checked out just because. Don't wait till something is wrong. By then, it'll be too late. Absolute facts. Absolute facts. Sometimes we ain't gonna say that all the time. That ain't the case all the time.
yeah.
But That is true. So you shouldn't wait. That's good advice. But let's get into it, y'all, because we got these words and stuff that we weren't able to do because we was over here having a therapy session.
I know,
It's
right?
um,
okay.
I love it though because we family. We come raw. We come with what we got real life every time. So I love it.
And
But
honestly, like besides like doing the show, this is the only time we all get to like meet up. Besides like a Friday, this is like the only time we can like talk and like catch up on each other's week. So, yeah, you got a real life therapy session with Team SNU.
the team missing you.
I feel like we should get rings and like activate.
Right. That'd be kind of dope. That'd be kind of dope. But okay, y'all. I'm getting back in tune. I'm getting back in tune. Here we go.
The word of the day, don't wait, educate.
Man,
The
Uh-uh.
word of the day, don't wait, educate.
I
Okay.
didn't need it twice, but twice
I
is
did
nice.
it. I needed it twice because I only got it a piece of time the first time. That wasn't good enough for me.
Okay. I think we should double it up. Like I have to like do that again to make it twice instead of once.
As long as you know, producer man, get it together.
I got it. I got it.
No, I love it though. For real. We are gonna do it twice though because I like it. So I'll be ready to dance. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
let's get this word, y'all, because it's a new word. Let me put it up. Hold on. There's a lot going on. This word is called. Let's see. Did I spell that right? It looked like I did, but we about to find out. Can y'all see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what it
Oh,
says.
you do? Say it. Read it.
No, I don't know what it says.
Oh, okay.
Let me try to sound it out.
Okay.
Add citrus. Add citrus. Add citrus. I don't know.
I can kind of see that maybe. Let's find out, y'all, because I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Acetitious. Acetitious.
Oh, you didn't write it
Ad-
out the right way.
Adventitious.
Yay.
Acetitious. Acetitious. Where you been coming up with these words, bro?
They sent it to me, honey. I didn't pick it. Okay, acetitious. Acetitious. Okay. Um,
As
go ahead, sugar. I'm sorry.
Acetitious.
oh, I'm trying to pronounce the word. Working on
I'll
it.
give you a chance.
Play it again.
Okay, hold on.
Adventitious. Adventitious.
Acetitious.
There you go.
Now, what does it
Acetitious.
mean?
It means forming an addition or supplement, not integral or intrinsic. Okay.
What the hell does that mean?
I thought I was the only one. Like, okay, I ain't
No,
gonna
like
say
I'm
nothing.
looking at
You
it
see
like,
how
what the
fast?
hell?
You see how fast I went down to the synthesis?
Yeah,
Okay.
I need that in the sentence, please. I feel like I'm under spelling bee or something.
Okay. In a sentence, acetitious. When the dense fog strained hundreds of travelers, the resort struggled to feed the acetitious crowd. Okay. I kind of get it.
No.
I'm gonna
Not
go to the
really.
next one. I'm gonna go to the
I got
next
it.
one.
I got it. I got it. The Sunday papers used to come with more than a half dozen aestheticians magazines and promotional flyers. And okay, I kind of got it.
Kinda. They should have gave us more than one. I want another word.
This one, to be real with y'all, I'm never gonna use this ever.
I'm never gonna use it either, but I'm just gonna try to see and play and see if I can do a sentence. I can say I'm crazy.
What
I'm
you
okay.
mean, boy?
Let me see. Let me see. Acetitious. Forming an addition. Um, due to stroke, I have an adventitious ways of doing things with one hand. I don't, because that's an
I
addition.
don't know if that. I'm not sure. Like you said, it sounded right.
It's gonna be right today because I tried.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try one.
Okay.
Um, when I was doing my morning walk, there was an aestheticious amount of people waiting in line.
In
In
additional
addition
to.
to what you say, Wisdom. I'm so sorry. I was too busy trying to.
Well, what?
Why do you do it like that?
Y'all, okay, put up that last comment. I like that one.
Y'all are great at motivating, but your adventitious lips leave me wanting more.
Hey,
That sounds like borderline. Like you know, I don't know. I
That's
don't know.
changed the show.
That sounds like really flirty or something. I don't know.
Aestheticious lips leave me
I
wanting.
know, don't need to. I'm just gonna leave that alone. But
Let me remind you guys to head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Strengthen you. You can catch us on iHeartRadio and click that bell and stuff so you can get the notifications when we go live. But that was hilarious. Aestheticious lips leave me wanting more. All right, now I'm gonna leave that there. Miss Courage, would you like to try a sentence?
sure, because I had a file, people are asking me more adjectivous questions.
Okay.
I think that's the first time where like
Shut,
courage like schools up, and I'm like, damn, I
Like
could
your
have done
smart
it.
ass remarks. I love y'all. And with all that being said, what you got something to say, Courage?
no,
She's gonna take that W and walk away with that.
Right.
Smart girl.
Good job.
I love you. I love you too.
Yo, this is the first time I feel dumb on this show. I'm like, ah.
No, you
It's
never
not my
that.
first time. Okay, let's get it, y'all.
When you motivate, you elevate. It's motivation time.
Man, I like to be real with y'all. Like, I'm gonna change your name from Strength to Miss Jingles because every time I hear one of your jingles, I'm like, I'm in a good mood, yay! Okay, so motivation time. Um, we have to be more aware of like what we say and how we act, right? This is not like a physical thing or going out there and taking care of your business, but just being aware and being present, right? Staying in the moment. This last week I had a lot of time to think, and I don't think we realize sometimes how we say things as trauma survivors. It doesn't matter if you're a stroke victim or victim of abuse or not, whatever. You got what I was trying to say, but sometimes we say things and it comes off a certain way, and we didn't necessarily mean it that way. Um, so just being present of what you say, take the extra time because sometimes we just like word vomit and it just comes out, right? So take time to be a little more present in your conversations, in your daily living, in whatever you do, just remain present. I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote, and I really like this one. Um, it's by who's it by? Every time I'm like struggling with this. Okay, it's by Christy Bowman. Christy Bowman. I
Say it one
like
more
the last
time.
name. Bowman. I sounded like a white southerner. Bowman. Anyway, um, it says sometimes in life we take a leap of faith. Remember, the leap is not about getting from one side to another. It's simply taking the leap and trusting the air. The universal breath will support your wings so that you may soar. I love that one. I did a little motivation time today, and I was talking about butterflies, but just man, being present and being aware of what you're doing, and sometimes having a little faith that things are going to work out. Like I have faith now in my doctors moving forward, because at the end of the day, like I don't have a doctorate. I don't know what the what the, even though I know a little bit about my brain, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know really what's going on. So have a leap of faith and trust that things are gonna get better at the end of the day, because this is only a temporary season in your life. So even though it feels like it's taking forever, it's really not. So just take your time, be present, and assiduously. Woo! I'm hyped.
Additionally, I
I'm
hear
hyped.
you. I got you.
Assiduously remind yourself to always do your best and stay strong. That's the whole benefit of this show. Strengthen you. I have the strength in me. Courage has the strength in her. Strength has the strength in her. And you just do. So have a good day. Be blessed and have a fantastic week.
Now, motivation time. I love that. That was dope. I want to piggyback a little bit off you with that though. With that last the key thing that you kind of said, and that was being patient. And how time seemed like it's taking forever, but it's really not. And I only want to piggyback on it because I realized this year is my 10th year. This 10 years went really, really fast. And
Mm-hmm.
it felt like it in the beginning that it was taking forever. But to say that I'm 10 years in and I got breath, number one feels amazing. But some of the stuff
And
that
you're doing really well. Like I don't know, I didn't know you back then, but I could just imagine when you first had your stroke how like worse for where you were, and like think of like the progression you made in that 10 years. So it seems like it's taking long, but it's really not.
no, definitely I understand it's not taking long now because when I started, I couldn't walk, talk, swallow, none of that. So my cognitive was so slow. I couldn't even look directions. I just was one way. I didn't even know to look
Yeah.
that way. So I was bad, bad. So to be where I'm at now, like driving, jumping out of planes and doing jokes and going
You're
to
still crazy for that. I don't. I like. I always say I want to jump out of a plane until I see somebody I know jump out of a plane. I'm like, I'm good.
Did she just say jump out of the plane? I don't think that.
yeah, you ain't
Yeah.
seen my video. I'm gonna have to post it again on the Strength in You page. Girl, you
Uh-uh.
know,
She jumped out of a
Because
plane,
when you
courage.
post stuff, you call
It's
on
a
SMU, and I'm not doing.
bro. She had the courage. I don't know about the wisdom because she really wasn't thinking, but she definitely had the strength and courage to jump out of that plane. So
Yeah, because it's not
props.
heaven and joy. It's not no.
my faith had me. I said, God left me here for a reason. I might as well live my best life while I'm here.
Okay,
I don't think he was talking about joy. Jump out of a plane, Cynthia.
he loved me too, but he nope,
But he loved me too. But
ain't happening.
no, but for real, I had to be patient. You know what I'm saying? I had to be patient to get to this far of recovery. I had to be patient with the people around me, with how I was recovering, with the doctors, with the nurses, with my therapist, with my neurologist, literally everybody who I had to encounter. I had to be patient, and it took a lot of it and many tears. But patience is kind of the key factor in life. Everything
Hmm.
requires patience and practice. Without those things, we won't get nowhere. So that's why I just want to piggyback off that because you was absolutely right about that part. And thinking about 10 years was like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like creeping on 2 years, and I think about like where I was when I first had the stroke to now,
Mm.
and it's such a dramatic change. And it
Mm-hmm.
really 2 years is not like in the grand scheme of life. 2 years is nothing. God willing, we get to have a long life, but 2 years is really a small season of your life. So remain patient and be present. That's the motivation time today.
Patient and present. Love it. That brings us to our boo.
It's beautiful to be courageous. Let's have beauty and courage.
Play it one more time. Play it one more time. Play it one more
It's beautiful to be courageous. Let's have beauty and courage.
Yo,
I
I
like
have I
that.
have to like double up on every single like. I'm gonna send you new ones, and I'm gonna double up on everyone because like you have to hear it twice. Twice is just nice.
Twice is just nice. I can dig that. Let's get it.
Okay, so I've been thinking, and I'm gonna piggyback on what y'all was saying. How you think back to where you start to where you are now, and I'm gonna try to slow down because my brain is just going, going. I'm trying not to keep up with it, and that's the beauty. That's the beauty in your recovery. Every day that you go through a struggle, look for the beauty in it. Yes, I failed, but the beauty of it was that I got back up, that I was
Hmm.
willing to be on here today to tell my truth, to speak my story. And we go through every day thinking that, oh, I'm struggling. And yeah, we are emotionally. We go through emotions, we cry, but at the end of the day, look at the beauty of it. So I mean, sometimes just take that moment and just sit back and think. And sometimes you have to be blessed too. Be thankful. Some of the things that we ask for and pray for, God granted to us. But do we still use it? For example, when I was in the wheelchair, I said, Lord, please give me about this wheelchair. And once He grants you that, do you sit and still be miserable about because you walking on a walker or a cane? Or do you see the beauty of that moment?
Mm. Damn, I
Everything has
haven't
to
thought
be.
about it like that. That's a really good. Damn. Okay.
you
No,
know,
that's like real shit. Like
you know, it's just some things that you have to sit back and think about. Yes, you still struggling, but think back to the beginning. Every little thing comes with a beauty. Every little thing. I sit here today. I say, "Ooh, my foot hurt," and then I go back and I be like, "But you know what the beauty of it is? 5 years ago, I couldn't even feel my foot, so I'm thankful of that beauty of being able to feel, or being able to at least walk on it." And that is beauty for this moment. Beauty is to enjoy every moment, to embrace everything that you go through. Don't look at the bad, don't look at the ugly, but search for the beauty out of it. And that's what's going to help you keep pushing forward. And that is today on Beauty and Courage.
yo, that was really good. Oh, I was about to cry. Like yo, like real talk. Like you when you first had the stroke, like you just want to get out of that wheelchair so bad, and
Mhm.
now walking with a cane or with a walker is not good enough, right? So you're
Mhm.
always wanting more, 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 and just
Mhm.
appreciate that you're out of the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Man, that was tight. That was
Appreciate.
good.
Absolutely appreciate where you at. I love that segment today. It was dope and it actually made so much sense. And you reminded me of even some of the stuff that I used to say that I haven't been saying, which is for every inch, that's a mile for us.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
don't be like I didn't go that far. You went somewhere. Like it's better than yesterday. And as you said, you couldn't even feel your foot 5 years ago. That's what I used to say about my arm. Yesterday was a rough day because my tendon in my left arm is hurt. But I said the same thing you said. I couldn't even feel that joint a long time ago. So the
Mhm.
fact that I can feel it, pain means it exists. So we taking everything with the beauty and courage, and we're gonna move forward.
That was a really good segment, Courage. You got me
Thank
hyped.
you. Thank
You got me hyped.
What you know you gonna do? You let wisdom shut the hell up and go.
No, for real. I was like, she talking some facts. I need to like shut up and listen.
Real talk. That was dope. Good job. Good job. Good job. But
Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna do these two quick reads on our history of getting mad y'all to share your history because it's important for us to know. I got two, one king and one queen for us today before we talk about this accountability. And the first one is Miss Shirley Chrisham. Yeah, Chrisham. She was born November 30th, 1924. Can you see her face? It ain't letting you see her face.
Cover your face. There we go. There we go. No, for real. Is
She
that
passed
blur?
January. Oh dang, she passed on January 1st, 2005. What a way to
Oh
come into
wow.
the new year. She came in as a
Mhm.
spirit. She was a politician, educator, and an author. First African American woman who was elected to the United States Congress. That's big. First African American candidate for a major party nomination for president in the United States in 1972. We've been trying since 1972 to get a woman in office. Anyway, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1993, and she was wait a minute posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2015 by the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Mm.
Wow. And then our king we're going to talk about is Noble Drew Ali. He was born January 8, 1886 and died July 29th, 1929. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Look, I'm trying to.
Uh-uh. It ain't happening.
Okay, we're going to
No.
leave it alone. Okay. He was born Timothy Drew. That's his real name. And he was known as Noble Drew Ali. He founded the Moorish Science Temple of America in 1913. He promoted belief that African Americans are of Moorish ancestry, specifically for the Moroccan Empire. He rejected derogatory labels such as black, colored, or Negro, included the projected um, ideologies of spiritual growth and evolution, as well as enlightenment and oneness of Allah. He urged Americans of all races to reject hate and embrace love.
Mm.
That in itself is big enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
that's what it's all about, embracing love. Because all this hate that's around us, I'm over it. But anyway, salute to a king and a queen. Again, put your history out here. Share your history. Let's let the people know where you come from. I believe that I'm of a Moorish ancestry.
Where is that?
You remember we read about the Moors? Those the first blacks when they don't
Mm-hmm.
consider themselves black,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
but they're the ones who taught handwriting and stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's a whole nother Black history
Yeah.
conversation. But no, before I even go into it, kind of goes with our topic of accountability being a responsibility. And one of the first things I want to talk about, and it didn't necessarily have to do with the show at first, but yesterday when I had a whole breakdown moment where I just started bawling because of what I keep seeing, I was like, I just got to talk about it for a few minutes. And it's part of being accountable. We have to hold
Go
each other
ahead.
accountable. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this story that's going around with the lady Susan who killed AJ. I can't remember her last name, but she went by AJ. AJ went to Susan's house because she had to find my iPad and it told her the location. So she went over there trying to retrieve the iPad. She go there to retrieve the iPad. The lady started screaming out derogatory names to her because she was a white woman.
Mm.
And she shot the lady through the door. Through the door.
Mm-mm.
This woman is gone. They locked the lady up, but now she out on bail.
How? How?
That's what I and that's what
I thought when it was like any kind of murder, there's no veil.
that's what I thought. But
Mm.
maybe if they don't think she's gonna leave the country, they let you out on bail. Because I know from
Still
what I've
though.
ever seen, all the stuff I've ever seen, they was in jail.
Yeah.
So I was bothered because I'm like, I gotta. my voice is too big not to say something, do something. I got to start moving different, not just for stroke survivors, but for people of color, and not just black people, but people of color in general, because every person of color experienced something like this, and until we keep talking about it and standing up for one another, ain't nothing gonna change. And I was just like, I'm so sad for my kids, and I was just crying, and I broke down, y'all. Like I broke down hard.
So time out, time out. So a white lady shot a black lady who was trying to get her iPad through the door, and she's out of bail. Hmm.
Hey Heather, she said, "Hey, yeah, I'm sorry, I did this for her."
Hi,
Hey, Heather.
man. That sounds sketchy, bro.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, we're not holding nobody accountable for nothing. And it's unfortunate that it always seems to have to come with color, especially
Yeah.
now. But it just is what it is, and we just need to hold each other accountable, even if it's of another color. They need to hold their people accountable, just like I would my people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I was livid, and then I I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds sketchy, bro. I don't like that at all. I don't like. I'm not familiar with that case, uh, but hearing that and it just doesn't make any sense, really.
I don't like the stereotype. Like just because I'm black, I'm angry or I'm supposed to be a threat to you, and you have the right to basically defend yourself against me because of my color. That's
Hmm.
basically what you're saying. You have the right to shoot me
But you
because
know
of the
what?
stereotype.
True, and that's what I said because of them stereotypes. But what I think what really hurt me the most, besides that, I expect that unfortunately from people who not like us. I expect it from some of them, not all of them. Don't get me wrong, but it's a behavior that's is common. But with all of that being said, and us still hurting each other, that's the part where I'm just like,
Yeah.
we need to hold each other accountable. We're
Yeah.
out here pretending like our shit don't stink. It ain't my problem. It ain't, and our kids are suffering. Whether you have kids or not, you got nieces and nephews, you got little cousins, you got people growing up in this, and it shouldn't still be a thing, but it is because people only protest and do things when somebody die. Somebody got to get hurt before you want to stand up for something. And it's like, no, this is what we need to start doing on a regular basis. And that's even part of us being accountable for our recovery and being accountable for how we treat people and being accountable for how we talk. Like it's so many things as adults and as human beings we should hold ourselves more accountable for, just because we're the smartest animal in the world, but we don't hold ourselves accountable for nothing. And now people out here just killing each other, like, and then be like, well, they supposed to respect us. Well, how the hell they gonna respect us if we don't respect us? How that work?
Come on. Same thing I've been saying. Like it's really ridiculous.
And then we so busy picking out the differences in each other that
Mhm.
we can't see what's the same. Which is we're all people. We all got emotions. We all got feelings. We all express things crazy sometimes. We all have moments. We're just the fucking same.
Yeah, there's been times in my life where, as smart as I can be, sometimes I've been really dumb,
Right.
and I made some dumb decisions. But the good thing about my family is like everybody keeps each other accountable. So if I do a dumb decision, because I don't believe it. I learned this from my dad. Happy birthday, dad. There's no such thing as a mistake. Like we're grown. We know the difference between right and wrong.
Now I'm
We
not gonna
made
agree
a
with that. I'm not gonna agree with you there, sir.
why?
Because just because we're adults do not mean we don't make mistakes. I tell my kids that all the time. Because I wasn't taught certain things. So certain things I got to go through and have an
But
experience in order
there's
to
there's a
learn from.
difference. There's a difference between not knowing and I agree with you. If you don't know, yes, that's a mistake because you
Right.
didn't know.
Right.
But like making like, for instance, like I knew deep down inside, like growing up, drugs wasn't like good for you, right? Like
Mhm.
I was killing myself, but I was making the decision that I wanted to because of X, Y, and Z. You
Mhm.
know, so that's not a mistake. That's a decision.
Well, yeah, yeah, that's
So
yeah.
Mhm.
that's what I was trying to say. And going on and on and on and on with this whole accountability thing, like we need to, like, I don't have kids or I have nieces and nephews who are growing up in this crazy world that we live in. And it's getting crazier by the day. So I have to take some accountability and responsibility to teach them, hey, you don't do things this way, you want to do things this way. And
Yeah.
that goes for every single body that's older, right? When they say that respect your elders, it's for a reason because they know they've been there, done that.
We live in a sad world.
Amen. Amen.
Yes, we do.
You all are my bros and sis in the world. Don't matter if you black, white, or mixed. What you said, boo.
Say it, help.
Hey, Jerry.
What up?
Hey.
Okay, this thing is like really bothering. Either fix the word of the day or get it out of here. I
What do
was
you
like,
mean? Fix the word of the day.
because
Oh,
you're messing a TI.
oh, that's what was happening.
Thank you. Thank you. Go on. I was like, that spelled wrong. Oh my God.
I said I kept look. Remember earlier I said I think I spelled it wrong, but I don't think.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's
And
because
that is the thing. It's
The
okay to
producer,
make a
the producer,
mistake.
yeah,
look,
the
that was an honest
producer,
mistake. I didn't
the
make a choice
producer and
there.
me was like, get it off the screen, get it off the screen.
Anywho, back to this accountability. See, my thing is though too, like I was saying, it ain't just accountability with all this stuff that's in our world. It's within yourself. You know what I'm saying? We don't have accountability within ourselves. And then you get mad when somebody else holding you accountable because they got expectations. How does that work?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, everybody, well, not everybody, but oftentimes you go through something like us, stroke survivors. We go through strokes and then go to therapy. They teach us something in therapy, but then you don't go home and apply the stuff that they taught you at therapy, and then you get mad when your recovery ain't doing nothing. Hold yourself accountable for your recovery or even your mental health. If you know you lashing out at people and you know that your mental ain't right, hold yourself accountable and get you a therapist and go get the help that's necessary. Don't just be like, this is just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a world where don't nobody want to hold themselves accountable for nothing and they get mad.
Because I
I,
really don't
I
think that's
know. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I really don't think that's what people want to be consider themselves as. Oh, that's just me. I lash out, but deep down, that's not who you really want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's basically what you say. Go get the help that you need. Like me, I can kind of agree with that because I will lash out in a minute, but that's not who I want to be. That's not, and it hurts in the inside. Like, dang, when you really just think about how you can hurt somebody that you truly love
Mm-hmm.
because of something that you can't control. And if you don't go get the help or you don't redirect yourself or try to help yourself or come back and say, hey, I'm finna lash out. Let me take this moment
Right.
to
Because also,
step back, you know. So, yeah, you have to hold yourself accountable for that. You can't just say, oh, that's just me.
yeah. I just wanted to say though, you said that you can't control, and that I don't agree with. I feel like if you accept what is, like if you know yourself and you accept what you know about yourself, then you know what's going to trigger you and get you, to that point. So when you
Yeah.
know and if you feel it coming on, you can control that by
That's what
removing yourself from the situation.
baby.
You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Right. So just remove yourself or Go do whatever it is that make you feel good. Whether that's go sit on your porch and just get some air, listen to some music, go drink a glass of water. Because water will change everything too, believe it or not. Just going to have some.
I prefer ice.
It's a form of water, boy. It works all the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but you know
frozen.
when you angry and you put that ice in your mouth and you get the crunching,
No,
you just really.
I had to be real with y'all. I
Right.
had an ex who used to like get like really angry, right? And what she would do is she had uh Ziplocs full with water that became ice, and she would keep it in the freezer. And instead of like breaking something, you would just throw the ice because you whatever. It's an easy cleanup, and
Yeah.
I think that's something that I have to implement. I'm not a thrower, but like there's a lot of people out there who get angry and they want to throw things. Throw a bag of ice.
Mm,
It's easy cleanup. You're not breaking anything, right? That you care about, because like sometimes in the moment you get so flustered and you
mm,
just lash out, like you said, and then afterwards you're like, man, I didn't want to throw that. Like I remember one time I threw a headset, like a air headset like this, and I threw it and I broke it. And I was like, when I calmed down, I was like, why the hell did I do that? I love those
mm-hmm.
headphones. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Then you emotional.
And another thing too that we need to do more of, and myself included, is rationalize. Right? It's sort of like the responsibility of accountability. Like
Yeah.
rationalize what's going on. Take yourself out of yourself and analyze the situation and be like, okay, I was kind of being a quote unquote dick there.
Right.
Be
Mm-hmm.
rationalized and look at from both sides. Like we need to take a step back as humans sometimes and realize like we're not the main character, right? Everyone that's like a new thing. Ooh,
Went the wrong way.
I know. That's
Mm-hmm.
why look I went the wrong throw. But everybody wants to be a main character. Like, yeah, I get it, but like it kind of sounds dumb when you think about it. Like everyone's a main character. Everyone's a main character. Come
Can't
on.
work that way. You got to be roles. We all got our roles to play, and
Mm-hmm.
the support system to the main characters is just as big as the main character because it's a team. So
Mm-hmm.
you're right. Everybody just need to fall into their lane and
Yeah,
accept what is and embrace it because ain't nothing wrong with it. We all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses, and it just is what it is. It's a part of being human. So I think um, that was a good point to rationalize because that's the one thing a lot of people do not have power or not power have the tools to do.
that's a good metaphor. Tools.
Hmm.
Sometimes we forget like that we have those tools right in our toolbox. That's something my therapist tells me all the time. Like you have a toolbox. Like don't forget that you have all these different tools to handle different situations because you may have a good day, but it can flip on a dime.
Right.
Like it can flip
Yeah.
on a dime. So just be aware and rationalize and yeah, like life is a lot easier when you have the tools before you to handle different situations that you're gonna deal with, no matter who you are. You're gonna
Period.
deal with it.
Period. And I would say don't just hold yourself accountable. Hold the people around you accountable. If they can't be accountable, you probably want them in your circle because you don't want to be working harder than the people around you. You want the people to put in the same amount of effort you putting in. So if you with somebody and they giving you zero effort, that probably ain't the person for you. You know what I'm saying? Hold them
Mm-hmm.
accountable. Hold your siblings accountable. Hold your spouse, your hold everybody in your circle accountable for something because we all got a role. And we're supposed to be there to lift each other up. And we can't do that if we're not holding nobody accountable. Because then everybody gonna be sitting on the sidelines trying to watch you work.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good feel. And it's exhausting. And it leads to diabetes and strokes and hypertension and heart attacks and everything else that you can think of that destroys your body because it kills you from the inside out. People don't realize that kills you from the inside out.
And I had to like honestly, like I had to take accountability and realize like, okay, like I was bored with the AVM. It was out of my control. But like my drug use when I was in my 20s or my snacking, because I was doing a lot of an emotional eating
Hmm.
recently to handle different type of stress. And I have to be accountable for myself. I'm not making my body is already at a handicap. I'm not helping it out by feeding it trash and
Right.
taking in trash. So I have to be accountable to what I'm doing. Um, because I could work out all day every day. If I'm feeding my body garbage, you're not going anywhere.
That's big. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Exercise all you want, but if you're throwing wrong things into your system, you're defeating the whole purpose. That's a good point. Very good point. Oh man. Sometimes
Yeah.
accountability comes in small doses too. Cause you can be out and you're at the club, for instance. Like me, I'm a karaoke girl. So I gotta hold myself accountable for how many drinks I endure. Or um for even the people I socialize with and how I socialize, because listen, I be out there.
Mm. Yo, like like this is kind of on topic, but a part of me really wants to hang out with you and like party with you, and then there's that part of me that's like, I don't think I want to party with Shrek.
I definitely get
Well,
I have
let
to
me
take
tell you.
accountability and realize like you're not like sometimes when you say things like that.
Well, let me tell you, Junior. All I'm gonna say
Oh,
is,
you have personal experience, so go ahead, courage.
all I'm gonna say is, rest up before you go.
Boy, I'm glad I'm meeting you at stroke camp and not just yo. Let's hang out.
that's true because that's probably as calm as I'm gonna be is at
Yeah.
stroke camp because they gonna
And
make
you wanted to meet in Vegas? Oh my! Oh,
But look, I didn't experience her at stroke camp and outside of stroke camp. And let me
Mm-mm.
tell you,
wait a
I
minute.
was
Even people in the stroke day think they are better than others. We ain't doing that. They can fall back.
Mm-hmm. Yo, am I the only one that like reads Heather and like hear Heather when the
No,
comments are
I
coming
hear
up?
her. I hear her.
I
I
be
Yeah.
sitting there
almost
like
started
she sat up
talking.
there like this.
I almost started talking. I almost started acting like her.
Yeah. We love you.
But go ahead, Courage.
Oh, about you? All I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
say is I didn't experience both sides, Junior. You gonna be well. You gonna have some fun.
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
You should be a little
No,
bit
no,
because even
but
my
it's not.
doctor be like, I don't know what kind of stroke survivor you are. Most stroke survivors be tired.
It's not gonna be
Yo,
like bad
when it
fun,
gets to
Junior.
like 10, 10:30, I'm like already feeling it. And that seems to be when you're like just getting up and like stroke powers activate. And I'm like, ah!
That's what it
I'm
is.
ready for bed.
From the time she wake up, it's on.
Trigger
She's
was
like
like,
the mighty Morphin Power Rangers of stroke. I swear to God, it's Morphin time, and she turns into like, I thought you had a stroke.
Super
Calm down.
Saiyan.
Yeah. Oh, you
If you
scared me.
lucky that she go to sleep.
Mm.
I didn't experience that too.
Let me tell y'all about this situation before I even get up off of here. Because I got to tell you, we got 6 minutes, right? Stroke Camp was dope. Okay. So shout out to Stroke Camp, the United Stroke Alliance. We appreciate y'all for hosting the Stroke Camps. It was lit last year in Happy, Texas. So coming out this bathroom was a situation.
Oh Lord.
it didn't smell right the second day. The first day it was good, but the second day something went on up in the sewer system, and then we came back and it wasn't right. But we had to wash our snaps, so I went up in there, but I came back out with no clothes on, and I shocked the hell out of Courage because she wasn't expecting me.
You
But I
just,
was like, I said, girl, you got everything I got. It's all right.
And she was moving fast.
yo, I could, you would catch, I would like freak out. I would freak out.
I
If
did.
he
I
just
said,
came out butt ass naked, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Straighten it out. Cover up.
oh, stroke camp was nothing, Junior. We talking about what went on in Houston, Texas, stays in Houston, Texas.
I don't want to know. You know that song? I don't want to know if you're like. I don't want to know.
Just say, when I made it home, I slept about a good 24 hours because, baby, I hadn't had no sleep.
Mm-mm.
We was definitely litty, but that's because Juicy Joy be hitting the scene when Strength go to bed and Cynthia she go to
If straight goes to bed, apparently.
Because I went to bed and I woke up and Stretch was in there partying on her own. She was the only one in there, but she was
It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like she has like strength and Juicy Joy. You're like, you don't know what you're gonna get.
watch out now.
They was partying with each other.
Mm-hmm. That, yo, that's scary and funny at the same time.
Listen, don't be clowning on me. Y'all gonna find out because Stroke Camp is coming 2023 to Asheville, North Carolina, and Strength and You about to be in the building. It's about to be lit.
Ooh, I
Yo,
feel.
if anybody watching who wants to come with us, we are going to Stroke Camp in Asheville, North Carolina in September. What's the day?
September 23rd to the 25th.
So if you guys want to join us and meet us, yo, come check it out. And if you are feeling gracious and happy and bountiful, donate to Team SNU so we can,
Hey.
we love you.
Yes, definitely donate if you're feeling generous. We appreciate you. Or even just share a link. You never know who might want to help us out. Because I'm about to, old Strength about to start going to these businesses and try to get them to get a tax write-off and help us out because we need this in our life. But we'll see how I can make this happen with a bum leg because, yeah, we'll figure it all out. But, no, I'm excited for Stroke Camp and I'm excited for the experiences for all the people who are going to get to go and experience it and see what it's like because you get to do some amazing things. I haven't did it out there before. I don't know if it's different in every place, but I know the experience itself, it brings
Real quickly, Drake, if you don't mind, what kind of activities are at Stroke Camp? What can you do as a stroke survivor? Because I don't know.
well, like I said, we have different ones at different places, but the one that we experienced in Happy was like they had rock climbing, swimming, camping, fishing. What else did we do? Just arts and crafts, dancing. We had a little play at the end where we pretended like we were some old devilish people doing some
gangsters.
20 things. So it was.
I got the I think I got a video of Joy doing helping with the play, and one of the guys walking around with his little fake gun. It was like a casino thing, and we got to dress up as in the Rolling 20s. It was
That's
really
cool.
fun.
So it's like it sounds like it's like things that you wouldn't normally do as a stroke
right.
survivor. You're allowed to do there because they have a lot of people there who take care of you. And
yeah, they adapt all the activities for you, and then they have people who volunteer who basically wait on you hand and foot whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? They make your plates and all that kind of stuff. And
it sounds like to a smaller degree, a bigger degree actually. Like I did swimming for life, I think it's called, and they adopted where people do the same thing. They volunteer. They wait on you hand and foot, and I learned to surf
Yeah.
as a stroke survivor. So
Hmm.
that was a really cool experience. And yeah, if you're up to it, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
know in some places they even do like horseback riding. So it just depends on like what part of the world you in. They have different stuff going on, but I know the experience itself is going to be dope just because you get to meet like-minded people and
Mhm.
there's no
No
judgment.
judgment. No
Everybody
judgment.
loves a judgment-free zone, especially when you've
Mhm.
experienced trauma. And
Hmm.
it's open for you to bring your families because families get help too. It's not just for us, it's for caregivers as well. Because we don't have strokes by ourselves. Families are impacted. So if you have anybody, you can bring kids. So it's really
That's a
open.
really good point. That's a really good point. That gets
Uh,
lost.
one thing to one thing to remember about the caregivers, don't think that if you come that you still caring for that person because they separate you. They
Yeah.
have stuff for the caregivers to go do, and
Oh,
then
that's
they steps
cool.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
they steps in and whatever we need, whatever you need done, the volunteers will do while the caregivers get to go and
And
have
relax.
private they support group, and it's like it's time for them to have a relief too.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
mini vacation for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Even the kids
that's cool.
participate in everything. So
I'm excited now. Oh my god.
yeah, and it's only 150 a person. So that's not a lot of money at all for somebody to
Mhm.
take care of you and wait on you hand and foot and you the mini have a mini vacate to just be stress free, worry free. You don't have to take care of the
So
survivor.
it's 3 days and 2 nights, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
just the weekend. But
Yeah.
that weekend is a dope weekend. You get a lot done. You get a lot done. So I definitely would recommend it to anybody, to be honest, because even if you don't necessarily take care of stroke survivors, I'm sure you've experienced some stroke survivors because unfortunately, stroke has about impacted every household. So I'm sure you've experienced it. So you can even take that person and maybe have some fun, whether it's an uncle or auntie. So don't feel like if you got to be living with them to do this. You can experience this thing with them, whether you lived or not. Just
At the very least, it's awareness, right?
yeah. It's dope. So no, I know we went over the time, guys. I appreciate you. We just had to make sure we get that out there because, like we said, stroke camp is huge and it means something for so many. It means so much for so many of us. So don't forget to put your crown on, put that lantern inside your crown, and turn that light up. Let that light radiate all over your body, and anything that ain't positive gonna bounce back because you ain't accepting no negative energy. Know that you are loved, you are blessed, you are needed, you are courageous, you are necessary. Come through with that strength in you, boo. Until next week. Oh, tune in to Strokes of Humor. Not Strokes of Humor on Wednesday. And then we have support group on Friday. Tune in, baby. Holla back.
Bye.
Mhm.